Alright, let's start this before it gets too late.
Alright.
Bake says, Legion says 15 minutes at 10 a.m. I mean 10 p.m. That was a while ago.
What?
Okay, I thought I was waiting. We weren't waiting for anyone. Alright, first dude. Alright, this week's Nimdom Top 10 starts with Spicy Magic Ray's Kronya.
Guess you wanna die.
Alright. I mean, it is kind of poetic, I guess, to give a byleth up for Kronya, I guess. But that's about all I can say. Alright, so this build, you have to include one Savage Blow. Everyone knows why. Atame only works if they have some kind of damage, if they're not 100%. Not only does it gives you advantage, it gives you attack speed plus 5. But on top of that, Ruptured Sky is a fast special now, which I guess if you attack... Huh. Well, if they can't counter attack, you have Ruptured Sky with advantage. And if they can, I guess if you survive the first hit, which you should, because you'll be at full HP, your second shot's a Ruptured Sky. So that's not bad. Close counter, Null Sea Disrupts. I mean, close counter advantage, everyone knows how it works. Null Sea Disrupts. This is for Veronica's... Brave Lynn's, I guess, for Ether Raids, because outside of that, there's not as many uses. Do people use Null Sea Disrupts in, like, Arena?
In Arena?
There's no reason.
Hardly a reason.
Yeah, that's why I thought, so... Yeah, this is probably for Ether Raids only. And the Fear Stance, of course, that extra 6 attack. And Light Blessing. Yeah, that's the biggest indicator. I'm actually surprised. I see most Kronyas as, you know, Astra heroes, because most people have Light teams fully built. They don't have as good Astra teams.
I mean, I don't even have Naga, so I don't use Astra yet for anything real.
Hey, you know, if you don't summon on the CYL banner, you might have that Naga.
I'm gonna put in whatever orbs I get from here, so...
Alright. So, Baked, please tell me something very special about this build, because I look at it and I'm just like... The two prominent Kronya builds I see are the base builds, which is just Desperation Double Savage Blow, the cheapest one, and the other one is, what is it? Special Spiral.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like Spiral's actually pretty good in PvE, and maybe AR, assuming you run into a comp that doesn't have any Fire Sweep or whatever, but I think this is better in a sense because you sort of counter the typical counters, so a unit that has Fire Sweep might not be as bulky in the first place.
True.
You can probably OHKO, and you don't have to rely on the special as much. Though I do agree that Ruptured Sky and having it consistent with Special Spiral is generally stronger damage-wise. So I'm kind of 50-50 on the Kronya. I really like the fact that he built it properly. He's using her for light season instead of Astra. She was just a really nice res, and I don't know, it's pretty consistent.
It is consistent. My issue of Kronya, as everyone has been seeing, is like I've been off from killing by a few attacks, usually like 2 points, which I'll fix once merges come out. But like I totally understand why. But man, it's also a trade-off of Savage Blow versus Fear Stance, whereas Savage Blow does chip damage against, and it also just depends on how you value your attack. Because for me, I still really like Double Savage Blow. I mean, I can obviously switch to Fear Stance, but the reason for why I go for Double Savage Blow is because if I'm hitting a cluster of heroes, which is the ideal situation for Kronya, that 7 times 4 extra heroes is worth more than additional 6 attack when I get hit. But again, you know, it might come out to them all targeting you, in which case Fear Stance is virtually the same thing, and it actually might be more consistent.
Especially if they're healing.
Yeah. Alright, but yeah, hard to say anything's wrong with this. Kronya has been... I think she's lived up to the hype. Some people are arguing she hasn't, but then again, when you come to close counter advantage, this is as good as it gets. It's either this or Camilla.
Yep.
And for Dagger Heroes at least. And Camilla really needs that support, and even when she has that support, she's not any better in my opinion.
I mean, if you have Broadleaf Fan CC Bandage Dagger, that's probably as consistent as you get, or the Cleaner.
Okay, but that is...
So...
Cleaner also depends on teams, though.
Yeah, well, they both do, but both of them can also hit way harder than Atane will ever manage.
Well, yeah, if you get the right situations. Alright, fair enough. wallStreet. Whoa, wait, what?
Oh yeah, or Matthew, but Matthew doesn't have as much attack.
I'm actually kind of surprised by this pick. wallStreet, sunglasses, and it's Summer Gaius.
It's too damn hot!
I don't even remember the last time we've seen Summer Gaius.
I don't remember the last time I've touched mine, so it's kind of surprising to see him again.
Well,
and I'm very surprised by the build.
So, Summer Gaius, what's so good about him? At one point, he was the fastest archer in the game, I believe.
Yeah, he was fastest archer for a while, which I believe Alm takes over now. No, actually, he dies.
Oh, okay.
Summer Gaius is fastest along with Setsuna, Nina, and Legendary Alm.
Okay, but here's the thing. Gaius had better attack than Setsuna, but Alm has better attack than everybody, so...
Yeah, he has
There
the
you
highest
go.
attack of any archer. Oops.
So, okay, plus attack on Gaius makes sense, because you need... It's either 50... I mean, he's virtually impossible to use if you don't get plus attack, or if you don't quad. So, in this case, because he has Fishy Bow, it's a Desperation Bow, it's plus attack. So he's... You know, you realize even with 3 merges, plus attack and a Fury 4, it's just 50.
Yep. That's the same as an Alm with his bow out the gate. And not even, that's actually one less.
It actually also makes me very sad that characters like him might never get a special refine.
Probably not.
Because if you think about it, why make a special refine for a hero like this when like only a handful of people would use them? Most people wouldn't care either, so...
Also, getting rid of the weapon that they're already designed to work with.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, alright. It's not like his weapon was that good. It was just, what was it?
I mean,
plus 2?
art-wise, it's synergetic, but yeah, I think it's plus 2 in every stat if he's 100%.
Yeah, which just doesn't really work very well either way. Anyways, everything together though, Fishy Bow is Desperation to Bow. This is much better than his base bow, of course, because his base bow honestly didn't do anything after the first battle, so it was basically like a clean weapon outside the first battle, of course. Fury 4 gets you to Fishy Bow easy. Special Spiral for faster icebergs, which makes sense because if you drop this to 1 cooldown, you attack, then you attack. So first attack normal, second attack iceberg. And of course defense ploy to drop their defense more because 50 attack isn't a lot. Brings attack res to help patch up his attack. And if you get to 40 res, you actually have him be quite defensible because he has a lot of speed, decent and then a pretty good res.
Yeah.
I forget, but does Brazen also increase iceberg damage in terms of res?
Yes, it does, but it does not increase ploys, which the fact that he has 33 res and he's trying to run a ploy, I know that's on his base kit, but it was very questionable to put it there in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, at 32 res, you still catch a lot of heroes, but with the current meta and every hero's BST rising, res, which usually was the lowest part of those heroes, are now starting to hit 30s, so...
Well, the thing is, he's also a light blessed unit, so I guess that works out.
I guess, yeah, that helps. Holy crap, somebody's using this in ether rates.
You could make that work, honestly. That hits surprisingly hard.
Huh. The only issue that I have with that is because if I'm going into a light season, I already have a colorless range hero. Her name's Air.
Yeah. And a colorless range hero with res, attack, and speed. Who's Air?
So yes, hard to see Gaius' role. But yeah, if you really want to use Gaius, then you really like Gaius, of course.
This works really well then. Desperation, Special Spiral is not exactly something that's very common, so abuse that with him, why don't you?
Yeah. Alright, who's next?
Hold on one sec.
We'll watch a new episode after this.
I cut Claude. He's also the fastest at 37.
Next is Recette, Marth.
Fate has brought us here!
This one's fascinating.
14 crowns, a plus 10 Marth, 53 HP, 53 HP, 51 attack, 41 speed, 33 defense, 27 reds. The reason why I said wait instantly was you do red dual flying, chill attack, infantry breath, all these amazingly expensive skills. On top of that, rally attack speed plus ether. There's not a single flower.
Not a single flower, and the entire kit's from 5 stars.
Yeah.
What?
How do you do that? This is your arena hero. Why does he have no flowers? At least get the first. I understand. You might not want more attack, might not want more speed, but his first stat is at least HP. So, and it's
I'm
cheap.
not giving 54.
Huh?
It's really cheap because he's a Marth.
Yeah. All right.
Also, you said our dual flying.
Oh, sorry. Red dual infantry. My bad.
Marth has wings.
Marth has wings. He believes he can fly. Look at that smile. He's an angel.
She'd taught him how to.
She'd have taught him how to. Yeah. And then he had an accident. He fell off his horse or Pegasi. Actually, that's canonical, isn't it? That males can't ride, except for very few.
In like I think in Fates you can, but in other ones they're too picky about who rides them, so only females can do it.
Yeah, I mean to be frank, if I was a Pegasus, I would only let girls ride me. So, guys are, heavier, stinkier. They kick my sides harder. Probably don't feed me apples as much. So yeah, I understand. Anyways, this is a great utility build. This is to just take this into arena. If you're desperate for against a dragon hero, here you go, Marth. If you want to buff up your heroes, attack speed, defense res +2 on top of the spur defense res 2, there you go. That's +5 defense.
Breath.
Yeah. Infantry breath, you want them to get their specials quickly. Infantry breath is there for you. Additionally, defense res +2 during combat. So additionally, that's 7 extra defense, 7 extra res just by being next to them. And then of course the 2 attack, 2 speed. Chill attack, keep them back with that chill attack, drop their attack. Red dual infantry to give him more HP, but also more importantly get him the BST, the double rally for attack and speed, and then of course the ether for points. Wow, that's actually this is the ultimate support Marth, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I lied. Just no flowers. So I'm sorry, Recette.
Well,
you can't have that.
It's the ultimate one in concept.
Yeah,
even though
ultimate
it's
one.
ether rates blessed.
Wait, this is ether rates? Oh, it's light
could be,
blessing.
I mean, you could use it in both places, I guess, but
Okay, I guess you're right, but oh jeez, using at the very least you would remove that. But yeah, that's interesting. I guess because adding extra 7 defense, extra 7 res is very substantial, and then of course giving them faster specials is important.
oh yeah. Didn't even learn attack defense plus from Hellbindi. Shame.
Why would you learn Swift Sparrow 1? Who has rally attack speed plus?
Hold on, let me check that real quick.
Bonus doubler 1, of course. That's
Driftcorn female, I think she has it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, just female. Oh my goodness.
damn.
Oh, you know what? Rally attack speed could have come from SM Erica, Sacred Memories Erica.
All right, that's still sad. All right, but yeah, I totally see the point of this Marth. Very, very good. The only thing I would say is just give flowers.
Yeah, give flowers. I mean, if infantry isn't your bonus unit in arena, you might want to swap that out. That's the main lack of flexibility.
And the only sad part about all of this is that we already know that at one point or another, the 170 BST isn't going to cut it anymore.
Well, we already have 175 BST infantry.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Depends on how much arena thresholds push up.
I guess.
Because 170 is still more than competent to make it in as long as you have the right kit.
I think for now, my worry is in the future where armors again retain a 10 BST advantage.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for that.
Yeah, for the longest
Dreading
times that was what was happening. Oh wait, there's a Sakura.
Please take care.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
An odd one.
This Sakura killed other Sakura.
Yep.
Alright, Legion, you want to take this? I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm not gonna be very positive about this because this is so expensive.
This is stupid expensive. I mean, first off, infantry pulse, I'm just gonna get that out of the way. You're gonna really need the right composition for that. I know
Yeah.
the Sakura is summoner supported, but 47 HP infantry pulse can still be a bit fidgety if you don't have the right units. If you're using this in a mage composition, that would still work, but little questionable. That said, one of the biggest things I have to say about this. Otherwise, you're trying to run consistency here. Attack speed solo and attack speed bond, so that on either phase, no matter what your position, you're going to have some form of attack speed buff. But generally speaking, I prefer to just crush it over having consistency. I mean, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
no matter where you are, you're going to have at least 5 attack speed. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to make her that offensive, 52 attack, 51 attack isn't... Sorry. 53, 54 attack, still not really cutting it. 42, 41 speed, okay. But if you're going to go offensive, go all out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as a support unit, I mean, Fire Flood Bomb plus is good. Grand Scratcher plus is really good on the right teams, so at least you have those. Those are all right.
With the right hero in your team, that Infantry Pulse and Grand Scratcher triggers on the same person, so that's a very fast special for one of the characters.
If you're in an Ether Raids team with Ophelia, you don't have to run any of the mages.
I guess that's true. But you're right. I would double down on attack speed bond or attacks. Well, you can't double down on attack speed solo yet, but
Yeah, at least double down on attack speed bond. I mean, if you're trying to use attack speed bond but not have it on the A slot, I guess this works. It's just if you're gonna try to make her offensive, I'd consider it. But at the same time, consistency is also really nice. It's just not as great for an offensive role.
Wow. You know, this is the best Sakura we've seen, though.
No kidding.
Almost perfect. 2 more flowers missing. Totally better than that. Who is that other person in our Nimdom that has Sakura?
Good question.
Weebzivix.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, Weeb.
Oh, yes.
Wow, you killed a lot for this.
All right. If Weeb
Wait.
isn't here, somebody
Oh,
remind me.
healers can learn Desp?
Huh?
I didn't know healers could learn Desperation.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They could.
Huh.
Yeah.
Kind of forgot about that.
I guess attack speed solo desperation works pretty well,
Yeah.
except for the
I mean,
fact that
both.
you don't deal damage.
Yeah.
Well, you got to pick between damage or like fire sweep essentially.
You can do just about anything with this.
All right, this is very okay. Yeah, I mean, this is people do like Sakura to that degree, and of course, there are big Elise lovers as well. But she's 5-star locked and Sakura isn't, so explains
Yeah.
that.
Sad days.
Anyways, yeah, I wouldn't change anything with the kit really. I would just really consider the fact of doubling down attack speed bond. Failing that, you might not want to use attack speed solo. I mean, sorry, you might not want to use attack speed bond if you find yourself not defending with her. Then you can just put whatever you want there, to be honest. Your seal slot does anything. Like, you put chill attack, chill stuff. She can't use the new sturdy blow, right?
No.
No. Well, yeah. So yeah, you're kind of limited in what you can do to make her better offensively, but there's still a lot of good seals left.
Yeah. I don't know if she had attack speed bond, but I know she had another bond in there, so you could just double down on that if you want. But I'm very curious as to how 47 HP is going to work for infantry pulse on your teams.
Oh, she actually does have double.
Oh, she
attack
does
speed
have
bond.
it. Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. It depends on your team, on how it works. But with the right support, well, actually, this probably isn't being used in Ether Raids or whatever. So I don't think it's that important.
I wouldn't think she is, but I mean, still, it's an
Wow,
option.
that's actually really interesting because infantry pulse and fast specials, that's usually of great consideration towards Ether Raids.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it is. It actually is. The Fire Blessing is Legendary Hector's.
Oh, you're trying to get.
Oh, it's a triple
three-
pulse.
Yikes.
Sorry,
It's
what?
a triple pulse mage team. Yeah, okay, because Legendary Hector has the
Oscars.
Fire Emblem thing, and he's got Oscar's pulse.
Right?
So you have Grand Scratcher, Infantry pulse,
Pulse.
the Blessing buff on Sakura. You
Oh,
also
so
have
that pushes it up to 45 HP. And
yeah,
then
so you
it's
have a
50
triple
because we
pulse.
summoner support.
Yeah, oh my god, this is actually really good. Like for a fire ether raid's defense team.
Yeah, if you synergize this in with fire, that could actually be pretty good.
Okay, I get it now. Oh, that's so okay. Usually the
This
consideration
is
is
actually
like,
really good.
yeah, it's really good. But usually the consideration is with that. Well, usually when you're in
usually what
ether
they
raids,
have,
you go with blessings for ether raids. But you're right. This
Yeah.
as a fire blessing, this still works very well.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I suppose that works really well.
Jeez, that's a crazy amount of. Yeah, that's one of the scariest teams when you can't bait anything and everything has specials.
Yeah, and it doesn't dedicate too much outside of maybe like 1 or 2 units.
Hmm. It's midnight for me, and I still have lit homework. Man, I'm glad I don't have class. Oh, actually, I might have to sign up for classes soon too.
I got classes in 2 weeks. It's Thursday now. Makes me
Mhm.
feel sad.
Blessings don't matter as long as you win. That's also true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, the reason why it says Legion again is because we had a no-show. The person changed their unit, so it's another top 9.
Oh. Wait a
It's
second.
unfortunate.
Is this person here? It's the legendary Lightning 29. I mean 23.
Hmm.
Is it? What was it again? The legend. I always think of this whenever.
27?
Yeah, Legend 27.
Legend 27.
I always think of that whenever I see him. Was there? And he always spells his name wrong.
Oh, there's no T in there and I hate it.
Yeah. What? Why is that?
Fine, fine. Everything's fine.
Lightning.
My name's Lightning. I don't know how to spell. Anyways. All right. Whoa. Buddy.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Something different.
Okay. I get it. I get it, but it's just why. I get it, but
Really get it.
so Shanna's Lance and by extension Fair, both heroes, in my opinion, need a fast special that does or is capable of dealing great damage. There is no, I think there's no better special right now than Ruptured Sky. So you drop that to one
that's-
cooldown. Every single time she does an extra 10 damage.
Oh yeah, for that kind of stuff, then Ruptured Sky definitely. Whoa.
I'm just surprised though. Okay. Anyways, in terms of stats, it's 47 HP, 34 attack. You want more attack, of course. 40 speed, 30 defense, 34 res. Here's what I'm surprised by. All right.
Mhm.
I'm surprised that it's not with Desperation, which she comes with, because she's your Desperation fodder in general, which also makes this a very hard build to do because that's 11 Desperation fodders. But outside of that is just if you use double Wrath, you could have Ruptured Sky instantly, like on your turn once you're in Wrath, and it will do extra 20 damage, and on top of the Ruptured Sky, on top of your normal damage.
Mhm.
Instead, you're using DC dull range attack smoke out shield, which doubles as a mage counter-ish, but at only 40 speed. I guess you do remove their buffs, so chances of her getting double is kind of lower.
Yeah.
Um,
She can't run Wrath, by the way.
Oh, that's true. You're right. Yeah. I guess that's a problem. That's why Fair is better.
Yeah,
That's
Fur,
true.
I think
Flies
is one of
can't.
the only ones that can do Wrath Wudao slaying,
All right.
along with Carol.
Then saying that, I still think it's Desperation because she has Desperation, and at least that way you get a guaranteed.
Well, yeah, Fury 4.
Fury 4. I'm surprised. Why is it DC?
Well, if you need a good mage counter or
But this
range
isn't a
counter
good-
in general, there's a lot of metas for that.
But it's just 34 res and 40 speed and 54 attack. It's not like it's excellent.
I mean, it's not excellent, but it's still pretty above average. 54 attack with a guaranteed 10 damage special on top of whatever Ruptured Sky does every time she counterattacks, and she can't have them get buffed. She could hold her off her own. Not against mage nukes like Sonya or Ophelia, but against the general, just ranged populace, sure.
Mm-hmm. I love how he prefers double wrath when he said it was done for my yogurt. Your yogurt doesn't have instant specials. Ruptured Sky wasn't even released at the time.
Yeah, you kind of want your specials to be as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's a big difference in terms of how it works. Anyways, interesting. I would have thought you would double down on being close, but where is this being used? I think this is Ether
Huh?
Raids.
Ether Raids, Light Season.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, you're going to come across a ton of Ophelia and a ton of Sonya. But if they don't have an instant special that's going to kill you instantly, then the bulk's there.
Mm-hmm.
47 HP is above average. No buffs to go around.
Okay.
And it's actually air, so it's actually 52 HP and 39 res, which is adept.
All right, fair enough. I'm just kind of surprised.
Yeah, it's not using the one thing she's known for.
Yeah, I'm just
Even though
surprised.
she has Fury Desperation, which, I mean, that still works. You can do either one.
But I guess it's like that proof of concept at this point that double wrath essentially with Fair could be, and with Ruptured Sky could be something really special.
Yeah. I guess if you really want to, you could do double Wrath Tail 2 since it's actually Wrath.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah. All right, so there's a few characters that can make this work really well.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Anyways, double air makes it 44 res. You're right. It also gives her a lot more extra HP, which makes her a better tank. I guess so. It's just surprising because Shanna's not really designed for it. But with
She's
her,
designed for a res. Just desperation.
yeah. But it does work. It does work. It's pretty cool. If anything.
Yeah.
You know, if it's with double air and they're all healing her too, this is actually really potent.
That would, like, with a res buff, that's 50 res. Yeah, you're probably even fine against some Ophelias.
Right. Okay, so I can see it. Totally see the reasoning for the rationale for this build.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?